So, finally back for another video. This is not going to be Ultra. This is going to be something, as every YouTuber says, for everything new, something a little bit different. But as you can see, there is already something a little bit different. This is a lot shorter. Donated most of my hair now. Finally time to cut it and donate it, because I am going into teacher training now, as you can probably see by my somewhat formal wear. But yeah, it was just time, and managed to raise some money for charity as well. But this is going to be something a little bit different. As you can see, there's a Pokemon that you don't often get to see. I don't think well, you would never have seen it on this channel. So this is going to be a little bit of fun. I'm in an Italian tournament. I can't remember. I think it was something like VGC 19 Showtime, where it's Ultra Series, but you're allowed a mythical. So we've got Zeraora here, which is going to be a lot of fun. So let's see how we can do here. Because Zeraora, actual fastest fake out in the game, faster than Mega Lopunny. So let's see what's his mythical. Oh no, it's didn't think about Shaman Sky. That's going to be really good actually, because this is just like my Worlds team with the Bishop over the Breloom, which was the change I made for Sheffield, and then just the Zeraora over the Tapu Koko. So okay, Zeraora is actually really good here, so I'm glad I picked Zeraora as my mythical. I'm definitely going to be leading with it. Shaman's... Okay, so I need to really reach into my unnecessary knowledge, because you never see it in VGC. Shaman gets Tailwind, so he's got Tailwind and Trick Room potential. I see what he's done. He's gone with the Gomez Rios team, but put the Shaman over the Kartana. That makes a lot of sense, because I've done a similar thing of just putting Zeraora over the Tapu Koko. But I definitely want at least these. I might even lead with... Yeah, I think I'll lead with a Crowsmate in case he leads with Nihilego. I definitely want Xerneas in the back. I don't want Salazzle here. So it's between Bishop and Salamence, and I think I'll go with Salamence. Ah, yes, and like I could select this as another Pokemon, but yeah, you definitely need to just keep it as 4, because this is like Ultra VGC 4 Pokemon. Yeah, I think I'm content with this choice. So we'll see what happens. I do have a very good matchup against this team normally, but that was with the Breloom. Like back when I had the Breloom, I had a very good matchup against this team. It's not as good anymore when I got rid of the Breloom, but yeah, he's just confirming that we choose 4 Pokemon, which I did. Yes, I just wish him good luck. And here we go, Zeraora in VGC. How cool is that? Okay, this is a very good lead. I like this. Because I don't really care if he Trick Rooms here. He's just boosted my Plasma Fists, so it's a busted move now. I definitely get to fake out. I assume the Nihilego's still Sash because the other one was. I think my priority should be stopping Trick Room, because he could very easily Trick Room against this. But I could stay in Dustmane form, but then the issue is if he gets Trick Room, he'll get Kyogre in, and that's really bad. So even if I lose Zeraora to a Ferium, then that wouldn't be the worst. I think I'm going to fake out the Nihilego, and I'm going to Sunsteel Strike. Photon Geyser the Nihilego. Sunsteel Strike because Incineroar could come in, but Photon Geyser because Kyogre could come in. But, okay, Nihilego is gone for this game, unless he's Gigavolt, but it needs to be Ferium on this team. Just Volt Switch, that's fine. This is going to chunk, but Nihilego's gone, which is, yeah, that was a chunk, but this is good. Because even if Incineroar comes in, Nihilego's not taking this. And we'll actually see if he was going for Trick Room this time. But Nihilego is like the main answer to, especially because he got rid of Kartana for Shaman Sky. Nihilego is the main answer to Xerneas. So with that gone, turn 1, Xerneas has been freed up a lot more. There's no Trick Room potential anymore. There is Tailwind potential if he has Shaman Sky in the back. But I'm pretty content with this turn 1. And just Rayquaza. Okay, that's fine. And you would assume Kyogre in the back as well. So I think I do want to preserve my Zeraora here. I think I'll switch it into Salamence. And do I still stay in regular Necrozma form? Because I could outspeed the Rayquaza, but then I open myself up to being Dazzling Gleam / Fairyumed. Yeah, back into Tapu Koko. I wonder how much a Life Orb Terrain Boosted Plasma Fists does to Tapu Koko. I could Snarl as well, actually. Actually, yeah, no, if I do switch out my Zeraora, then I'll be able to have Fake Out with Xerneas at some point. But it's just, do I Ultra Burst because he could Dazzling Gleam? I think I'm out of Dazzling Gleam range, maybe. Very close. If he Electric moves. On this team it was Light Screen over Thunderbolt though. But if I don't Mega Evolve, Necrozma could get KO'd. I could just Protect, and then force Tailwind or Earth Power into the Koko. That might be better actually. But do I Burst so I can light the Burns the Sky? No, I'm still going to Protect, because then that still has the guessing game of Electric move or Fairy move. This is just Dazzling Gleam, that's not the worst. It would be pretty bad if it's a Swords Dance. It was Mega Evolve, there's no reason not to Mega Evolve, and Plasma Fist would have actually done a huge chunk if it wasn't Mega Evolving. But he has no reason not to. So let's see if it would have been a KO on Necrozma. Yeah, there's Fairyum. Is that into Salamence? If that's into Salamence, is that too bad? We'll see. Like, I don't know who it would be into. Because this would KO Zeraora, but if it KOs Mence... Okay, yeah, it is into Necrozma. Okay, so that's good that that's burned, but now I'm going to be chipped into Dazzling Gleam range if I want to burst. So, is he going to Swords Dance? He Tailwinded. Well, that's peculiar. But now the Fairyum is gone from Mence, so that's really... Like, Fairyum potential on Mence is really good. I think he would have to double up into Salamence with Dazzling Gleam and Dragon Ascent. Even that might not KO because my Mence is so bulky and it's amazing. But do I Tailwind this turn? Do I just Double Edge? I might Double Edge actually, because then I'll have Zeraora to Fake Out in the future. Yeah, if I double, make sure I Mega Evolve. If I Double Edge the Rayquaza, this combination will KO it. And I'll go for Photon Geyser. He didn't have Intimidate, so it's still going to be... and this covers a Kyogre switch, which won't happen, but... yeah, because he's got Tailwind. That means he doesn't have space for Earth Power or Protect. So staying as regular Necrozma again is really good. I'm out of Volt Switch range, assuming he gets the a similar roll. But I feel like my Mence is going to survive a double up of Dazzling Gleam and Dragon Ascent. And if I KO the Rayquaza, I think I should just win with Fake Out Geomancy. Yeah, Dragon Ascent. I don't think this KOs Salamence. My Mence is busted. Like, that Dazzling Gleam doesn't even do half. So, this is Intimidated. God, my Mence is so good. I love my Mence so much. Although it did lose me the top 4 match by living in the MSS after Sheffield. But this should KO Rayquaza in this combination. That did too much. That's going to activate a Berry. Don't be Berry. It doesn't matter if it's Berry, actually. This is still going to KO. Because that double edge did that much, Photon Geyser surely still does enough. Because he's got minus defenses because of the Dragon Ascent. Okay, good. I think I win with Fake Out Geomancy now. Because if I go into Xerneas, I can protect and sacrifice my Necrozma, and then get Fake Out next turn. Yeah, there's the Kyogre. What could happen is he could protect the Kyogre this turn, actually. But then I might still be okay because I'll keep my Necrozma this turn. Because I'll be able to protect the Necrozma at least. But I definitely want that Kyogre to attack this turn. Very much so. But now, I'm in Water Spout range if I burst. So I should definitely burst. And KO the Koko if I can. Because if he protects the Kyogre, expecting my Xerneas to protect, I can KO his... No, I'll die to Dazzling Gleam, actually. And then, no, and then that's fine. I still get Fake Out Geomancy. Double protect from him would be the only bad thing here. And if that happens, then I'll be able to protect my Necrozma, be able to Fake Out the Koko next turn, like the Burns of the Sky, the Kyogre, and then Zeraora should still beat the Koko. So I should be okay. I just need not a double protect. I need Necrozma. If Necrozma dies this turn, I should be okay. Unless he's carrying Taunt somehow on his Koko with Volt Switch and Dazzling Gleam. But he did just attack, so that's good. Yeah, Volt Switch into Necrozma. Doesn't KO, and Water Spout will KO the Necrozma, but that's fine because I get Fake Out into Kyogre, I get Geomancy, and then I'm fine. Because this is his last turn of Tailwind. So, here's where Zeraora is going to shine. Because I'll get to Moonblast Koko and just flat Plasma Fist KO the Kyogre. That's going to be really nice. I wonder how much this Fake Out does as well, actually. But yeah, definitely Fake Out into the Kyogre. Taunt would be the only bad thing on Koko, and even then I'm going to just Plasma Fist the Kyogre next turn. So, I think he's somewhat like Thunderbolt Paralysis? Thunder Paralysis? Even if he light screens, I'm still fine because Plasma Fist will KO the Kyogre because it's physical. I did a reasonable amount. Skydrop, okay. That's fine. I don't really care about that. Because Xerneas does still win on its own now. But Skydrop is over the light screen, or maybe over the Protect. Because I felt like dropping Thunderbolt for light screen was weird. I thought like dropping Protect would have been a lot more sensible. But there we go. Xerneas should just win now. So I think I played around that Tailwind reasonably well. Pretty much followed my three-turn plan of sorting out the Tailwind, and everything worked out. So I'm just gonna Plasma Fists. Zeraora is not going to be able to move, but it literally doesn't matter what I do. Definitely Moonblast the Kyogre because the Koko is still going to be in the air, so Dazzling Gleam is pointless, and this puts it in Dazzling Gleam range next turn. So only Origin Pulse crit can save him now. And that's got the chance to miss. Not great chances to crit. Could just be Scald, it is Origin Pulse, and he doesn't even get the chance to crit, so that's fine. That's just a Dazzling Gleam win now. So not bad. Koko, because it's not Assault. No, it's not Assault Vest. It's got Skydrop, but it was Variant, so it's not Assault Vest. It's going to get KO'd. And even if it doesn't, if he's got Protect as the last move, he has no way of KOing even with a crit or any kind of paralysis or anything. So I'm content with that. Tailwind did catch me off guard a little bit, but I had the plan to stall it out very nicely. So Skydrop is nice to reveal for me. Like, I'm glad he did that because now I know. But then it's just, does he still have Light Screen? Did he drop Protect for Skydrop? Did he drop Light Screen and Protect for Skydrop and Thunderbolt / Thunder? Oh, we need to save. I'm so used to just not saving, but we need to save. That's a rule. Even though I'm recording this, just in case the video file gets corrupted or something. I need to save. then let's go with this again. Zeraora was a good pick against Ryoga. I feel like he's going to go Shaman Sky this time. It's Kalos Legend. So I did a bit of Ultra Wormhole stuff, so I got some more music. So I'm going to make use of that. He still needs to bring Nihilego. I feel like he should probably drop Coco for Shaman Sky if he's dropping something. But then the Rayquaza has Tailwind. I'm surprised the Rayquaza has Tailwind considering he could have Tailwind on Shaman Sky. I think the 4 I brought are definitely the best. But do I switch up the leads at all? Because I could go with... Actually, what's stopping me going Zeraora Xerneas? If he leaves the same thing, I just get to fake out the Nihilego. You could Skydrop the Zeraora and then Trick Room, actually. No, I think this, like, we'll try something different. I could bring Bishop over Salamence. The Salamence was so good last match, just by living the double up. I'm gonna switch to Xerneas, see how he adjusts, because I don't feel like he'll go with the same lead. Because I was pretty fine against that lead. Unless he is like leading the same, intending to Skydrop the Zeraora so he can Trick Room next turn. That would be a bit awkward if he did that. And in that case, if he leaves the same, I might just Plasma Fists and Dazzling Gleam immediately. He did leave the same. I'm going to Plasma Fists and Dazzling Gleam immediately. I don't think... I think he Trick Rooms here. He goes for Trick Room Skydrop. So I'm going to Plasma Fists. That's going to bring it to Sash. No chance it doesn't, and doesn't win. I'm going to read the Trick Room. If he Sludge Bombs here, awkward. Awkward. So he's going to Skydrop the Zeraora here. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. But I do underspeed the Nihilego now. I can go for Dazzling Gleam again here actually, because if he Trick Rooms, Xerneas still underspeeds the Nihilego, and that's not so bad. Or I could switch into Necrozma. Switching into Necrozma is way better. What am I talking about? Do anything with Zeraora, and yeah, definitely switch into Zeraora. Into Necrozma. But I'm quite surprised he led with this again, because Zeraora Necrozma does really well against this. Yeah, and there's the Trick Room. So that's fine. Definitely preserve Zeraora because I can stall out Trick Room pretty easily with Fake Outs. So I should go into Xerneas here because then I'll be able to protect. I should Sunsteel Strike the Nihilego because it will bring it down to Sash. He's going to Volt Switch into Kyogre. That means he's going to Volt Switch into Necrozma. He can't switch into Volt Switch into Zeraora because of the... yeah. Go into... No, go into Salamence. And Photon Geyser the Nihilego. If he Feriums the Zeraora, then I get Zeraora just back in to be able to Fake Out. Okay, that's fair. Actually, yeah, no, protecting Necrozma would have actually been way better. That's not good. Protecting Necrozma would have been way better, because that means he was definitely Volt Switching, and keeping the Coco in and wasting a turn of Trick Room would have been way better. I do get to protect this turn. Can't protect the Salamence. Do I double edge the Kyogre to reduce Water Spout? But he's got Origin Pulse, so it doesn't matter too much. Earthquake will bring the Nihilego down to the Sash. He should Ice Beam the Salamence this turn. But if he does Ice Beam the Salamence, he can't KO the Necrozma. So he has to Water Spout and Sludge Bomb the Salamence. Which means that I should go for Earthquake and protect. I'm going to lead Zeraora and Necrozma next game, and if he leads the same thing, I'm going to go for Snarl and Burst and Photon Geist and then Nihilego. Yeah, it was Water Spout. So is my Mence going to be busted again? Because I'm pretty sure it is. Unless it's Power Gem. The other one didn't have Power Gem. Yeah, Sludge Bomb. I should live this. Ideally, I get poisoned. So I die. There we go. Bring the Nihilego down to the Sash. I'll be able to fake out the Kyogre. I should be okay now. I just need an opportune time to Geomancy. How many turns of Trick Rooms left? It's 2 turns. It's definitely Zeraora. Would it have been better to protect on the Volt Switch turn and then be able to store out another turn of Trick Room like that? I think it probably would have been. Because I get to fake out the Kyogre. And he'll just double protect this turn. If I had Volt Switch, I would switch out into my Xerneas and Volt Switch. No, that doesn't get Zeraora back in. It's definitely fake out. It has to be the Kyogre. He should double protect. But then that gives me protect on... No, I think it does have to be... It's going to double protect. Surely there's no reason not to. Can I punish double protect? I don't think I can. Even if I switch Zeraora out this turn, and Sunsteel strike my own Xerneas, so I get Fake Out back, then... Would Necrozma live an Origin Pulse from this range? Might just do that calc actually. I got time. Although my keyboard is very much elsewhere to make space. Keep an eye on the time. And then Necrozma. Origin Pulse should do... He's actually not Modest Max. Should do 66 HP minimum. Oh, that's a bad roll. I'm not going for that. I'm going to protect on the next turn. So I'm going to fake out the Kyogre. And Photon goes at the Kyogre. He's going to double protect, but even if he doesn't protect the Nihilego, that's not the worst. I'm just going to protect the Necrozma next turn. He didn't protect the Necrozma, the Nihilego. Interesting. See, I don't really care about this. This isn't KOing. He just needs to switch into Coco here, actually. If he switches Nihilego into Coco, I don't think there's a way to win. So I have to play as if he's not going to do that. I can't see a way out, apart from Origin Pulse dodges, if he does that. So I sacrifice Zeraora here. go for close combat into Kyogre in case I dodge. I think that's better because I don't want to KO it if Zeraora were to survive. And then I don't think Ultra Bursting is the play, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm going to try and get the light that burns the sky. Yeah, into Coco is a win. Unless I dodge Origin Pulse with Zeraora, but he should just Water Spout here. But then if he Water Spouted, is that still stronger than Origin Pulse? It probably should be. Yeah, just Water Spout, that's smart. That may not have KO'd Necrozma though. Double Protect and Geomancy it is. To be fair, if Xerneas gets this Geomancy off, because he can't Fairy him, the Xerneas, surely. Because I could Light that Burns the Sky, the Kyogre, KO it, survive the Dazzling Gleam, or so it has to be Dazzling Gleam and Origin Pulse, which means I double protect with the Necrozma and Geomancy. If it's Fairyhim into if it's Fairyhim into Xerneas, then Light that Burns the Sky and Geomancy wins. So he can't do that. Which means he Dazzling Gleams to KO and Necrozma. Origin Pulses. He can't Fairyhim the Xerneas. Has to be Dazzling Gleam, so I have to double protect. But if I double protect and he Fairyhims the Xerneas. Like he can't, like my logic says he can't Fairyhim the Xerneas. I get the double protected. This is Fairyhim into Xerneas, I'm going to be sad. Yeah, it had to be Dazzling Gleam. Good. Like, this is lucky. But it had to be Dazzling Gleam. And now I should win. Like, that's fortunate. Obviously fortunate. But yeah, logic said he couldn't Fairyhim. Now again, just Origin Pulse crit. I think Origin Pulse can't even, without the crit, put me in extreme speed range. So I should just Dazzling Gleam for the win now. Yeah, single target Origin Pulse would have put me in extreme speed range. So the double protect is very lucky. So I should burn the Light that Burns the Sky into Kyogre this turn to hopefully put it into Dazzling Gleam range even if it protects on this. Because he needs to sacrifice the Coco to get Kyogre in to have a chance at living the Dazzling Gleam with Rayquaza in. Because Nialee goes down to its Sash. Because Extreme Speed... He needs to be able to Extreme Speed KO the Necrozma, but hopefully this, through the Protect, will put him in Dazzling Gleam range. I need like 40%. Like, it's not going to happen, but this is still going to do a lot. Oh, I didn't think about this. I need to do something special to not get copyrighted. Where is the... Is that it? That's it. Okay, so here's the Light that Burns the Sky going off. This is the first time I've had to do this. Like, I'll figure something out in the future, but hadn't figured it out at this point, so this is just a black screen. Hello. Just talking to webcam for, what, is it 45 seconds? I think the Menacing Moonrays is 45 seconds. I haven't counted this one. I guess I get to find out after this because when I'm going through the like editing the video, I can see how long this animation actually takes now, so... but hopefully, this puts him into +2 Dazzling Gleam range. That is what I'm going for. It's almost done, so I can always put it back. You can probably still hear it, so I think I can put it back at this point. That's close. That's going to be really close. he goes into Rayquaza here, does Extreme Speed KO Necrozma? Because that's important, because if it does, or if it doesn't, I should say. Oh, but I'm lonely. Extreme Speed. I don't know how much HP I'm on. I think I'm on 70, and this is saying that 70 is a very good roll against me. So that means he's going for Extreme Speed to KO the Necrozma. Does Dazzling Gleam KO the Kyogre? Can I rely on that? Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't do half normally. Because Dazzling Gleam KOs the Kyogre, I win. Like, regardless of anything that happens. Except Extreme Speed crit into. That's a roll. Very much a roll. Not one I really want to go for. So I think that I go for Moonblast into Kyogre and protect the Necrozma. Because he's surely going for like KOing with Extreme Speed into Necrozma, living the +2 Dazzling Gleam with Kyogre. I can actually work out, maybe, if I'm quick, Zeraora onto Kyogre to see how much the fake out chip did, to see how bulky it was. How long do I have? 39 seconds. This is longer than normal in VGC. I don't know if this is actually allowed, but no one has told me otherwise. Fake out did about... that means he's not as bulky. So Dazzling Gleam could KO. I'm going to stick with my play. I think logic says he Extreme Speed KOs the Necrozma so that Kyogre could live the +2 Dazzling Gleam and KO the Xerneas with the Origin Pulse. My logic fails. Sad. My logic, no, even if my logic fails, +2 Dazzling Gleam still has a chance to KO the Kyogre. Because Extreme Speed won't KO the Xerneas. Oh, you went for that. Because it's not going to KO, so... Now we've got an Extreme Speed Mind Game. That's unfortunate. I'm surprised, like, surely he, like, there's no chance of that Extreme Speed KOing. Like, surely you go for the Necrozma. Because Kyogre has the chance to live. But now, I do need to go for Dazzling Gleam. I'm not going to protect the Xerneas because he's going to now Extreme Speed the... he's going to Extreme Speed the Necrozma, expecting me to protect my Xerneas. But he's probably not. But, like, yeah, I guess I should have Dazzling Gleamed, but there we go. Unfold. Because now, I've burned the Light That Burns the Sky, which is the problem. If I still had the Light That Burns the Sky, I could have done it, because he hasn't got Dragon Ascent drops. But at least we're going to find out if Extreme Speed would have KO'd the Necrozma. But I failed on my logic the last two. Like, I got the Varium, but the last two bits of logic were apparently flawed. So I guess I should have just Dazzling Gleamed, but that was a roll. Not a comfortable roll. Oh, so he got the very lowest roll. Crit! That's not crit. That does half, so that's good to know. Right, so yeah, next time, can Necrozma live a -1 Varium? That's what I'm going to look at now. I should probably move my keyboard on my lap so I didn't need to keep turning around. Because if it can, my play should be somewhat safe. Varium. -1. That is saying I live. Let's save that. And yes, it's saying I always live. So I should Snarl and Burst and Photon Geyser the... Yes. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to burst, snarl, and photon geyser. Is there another? I don't think I've had Hoa Legend before. So, see, what I did there was intentionally not Dazzling Gleam to see if I could get the roll so we could get a game 3, because you never see Zeraora, of course. Definitely not just full logic on my part. But yeah, this is my game plan. If he leaves the same, I'm going for Snarl and Burst Photon Geyser. Do I still go with Salamence? Because I could go with Bishop for more Trick Room security in case the turn 1 play goes wrong. But if my play works out like I think it should, then could go with Salazzle for double Fake Out, actually. Actually, Salazzle's not too bad here. Might go with Salazzle over Salamence. But what if he switches up to Shaman Sky this time? Shaman Sky outspeeds Salazzle. I'll have no potential Tailwind of my own. I'm still going to go with Salamence. I wonder if he's thinking about the Shaman Sky. Incineroar's not coming. He brings the same 4 or Shaman Sky over Coco. So I don't think Shaman Sky is that good in this. He should probably go with the same stuff. Do I even need to burst? I surely don't even need to burst. See, my plan was to burst all along, but do I even need to? Because I would take a Sludge Bomb from... But then I'd be put in extreme speed range. I'm going to stick with my game plan that I had for the last few minutes. I am going to burst. It could be a mistake. But I am going to burst. Because I live the -1 Fairyam, guaranteed. 98% maximum. So, assuming Snarl accuracy is nice. Assuming he attacks with Nihilego this turn. If he Fairyams the Zeraora, that wouldn't be the worst thing. I could go into Salamence because he's Fairyammed already, and I can Earthquake because I bursted and Photon goes to the Nihilego. Okay, he's staying in. Is he protecting the Nihilego? He did. Unfortunate. Hopefully this is Volt Switch. This had better be Volt Switch. That's Fairyam. Okay. Into Zeraora, please. If it's into Zeraora, I should be set. If it's into Necrozma, super awkward. Okay, good. This is fine. Because I live this because of the Snarl. Very comfortably, and I can go for Snarl, Photon Geyser into Nihilego now. Does he just let me? I could Plasma Fist the Nihilego just to cover. That'd be better than just... Like, the Coco's going to Volt Switch now. Snarl definitely lets Zeraora live. If he switches into Rayquaza, it's eating Photon Geyser, and we've already seen that that puts it in range of another one. I'm going to Snarl. I don't want to light the Burns to Sky. I want to save that. I'm going to just Photon Geyser. I can do that next turn. Yeah, should have light the Burns to Sky. I'll just do that next turn. That doesn't really matter. Coco's the important one. Zeraora should live. This is -2. Dazzling Gleam's so weak. Yeah, easy. Can switch out into Salamence this turn. I've got 2 more hits of Life Orb, and I can go for Photon Geyser into Rayquaza. I think I have to. I think the Rayquaza protects, but I have to stop Tailwind, I think. This preserves Fake Out as well. Fake Out and living the Life Orb hit. So that's nice. So it's not like, because I was wondering, like, I definitely have the other 3 moves on Zeraora. I was wondering about this move. Because it gets actually some good moves, and I'm glad I settled on Snarl, because Snarl's done some good work here. Ah, just Extreme Speed. That's fair. But not into Necrozma, which is good. Because that's doing nothing. This is entirely reasonable. It's Kyogre. I thought he'd go into Nihilego. Interesting. I live Dazzling Gleam from here. This KO's Rayquaza. No, does he go into Nihilego this turn, actually? So I'm out of Dazzling Gleam range with both of them. Protect Tailwind wins, as far as I can see. Because even if Salamence doesn't get KO'd here, I get to Earth Power the Coco and Double Edge the Kyogre. One of the things dies. If Salamence dies on the turn of setting Tailwind, I go into Xerneas. No, I can go into Zeraora and Plasma Fist Earth Power. That's fine. How many turns of terrain left? 2. That's fine. Yeah. Protect Tailwind. Only Dazzling Gleam crit can make this go wrong, as far as I can see. I live Fairy through Protect, I'm pretty sure. He's already Fairy-Emmed, so that's not even an option. And even Dazzling Gleam crit, I don't think KO's Mence. So, like, as far as I can see, this is safe. Unless he's actually packing Taunt on his Coco as the final move. Did I ever see the final move? I can't remember. I don't think I did. I don't think he's protected Coco. If he busts out the taunt here, awkward. If he Volt switches into Nihilego, I'm just going to like the Burns the Sky the Nihilego. So Mence lives this. Like, it doesn't get KO'd, even to crit. Yeah, even crit doesn't KO. This is safe. And is it going to KO the Mence? It does connect, so this should be fine. I get to go into Zeraora, and I can click Earth Power and Plasma Fist for the rest of the game. I'm just seeing if there's anything wrong with my logic. Like, do I go into Xerneas instead? Because I could Geomancy. That opens me up to Origin Pulse crits. Zeraora only has 2 Plasma Fists left. If he goes into Coco, like if he goes in, protects and goes into Nihilego, but then protects the... Snarl should make Ice Beam not KO Necrozma anymore. No, Xerneas should be better. Yeah, Xerneas is better actually, because I keep Fake Out in the back if I need it. Plasma Fists can also deal with the Nihilego. Like, Xerneas is going to break the sash of the Nihilego. Or at least do the 1 HP damage necessary. So Geomancy and Earth Power should be fine. Like, I'm pretty sure there's nothing wrong with my logic here. I had some, like, I obviously had a flawed one in game 2, but I'm pretty sure either, like, I'm pretty sure Zeraora and Xerneas was fine. This just opens me up to Water Spout crit. And that's less likely than Snarl miss. And it also means I don't need to play around with does Nihilego protect. And even then, he needs to double crit, I think, actually. Assuming, like, the Burns the Sky does KO the Kyogre. But even if he Ice Beams the... Ice Beams the Necrozma should be fine. Yeah, just Water Spout, so this should be fine. My spreads are so good. So now, I like the Burns the Sky, the Nihilego. Like, even if he protects, perfect. So he's Dazzling Gleam and like the Burns the Sky here, 100%. Actually, to be fair, if he Ice Beam the Necrozma, that did open me up to him Protect 9 game as well. Because I'd need to break the sash on the Nihilego, but if he protects the Nihilego as I attack that with... So it would come down to the Plasma Fists Mind Game. So this is much better. Because Dazzling Gleam and like the Burns the Sky should win. Okay, yeah, the game's over. So I'm going to have to get rid of this animation again. Because I didn't have anything planned. But... if he protected the Nihilego and got the Origin Pulse crit on Xerneas, that would have been his way out, actually. I need to get rid of this. No, actually, because 2,000 Gleams wouldn't KO the Kyogre, so I would have had to have Moonblasted it at some point. So actually, I think Ice Beam might have made me lose, so Zeraora should have actually been better than Xerneas. Because then I can still Snarl, like on the Protect Kyogre turn. Then I could have Snarled, and Necrozma would live the Ice Beam then. But yeah, the game is over now. But that was a good game. Like, Zeraora still did somewhat, like, it did some business, as Baz would say. But, right, there we go. Can bring it back now. And now I just Moonblast and Photon Geyser. I don't want to mess around trying to get Zeraora to get the KO. I'm just going to win. Even though it would be lovely if Zeraora could get the KO here. But that was a good game. I got the double protect in... Actually, I could have Dazzling Gleamed and protected Necrozma. And then Zeraora could have got the KO. But it doesn't matter. That was a good set. Like, I'm very content with my Zeraora choice when I'm facing Ryoga, so that was good. A shame we didn't see Shaman Sky, but like I'm pretty sure the 4 he brought were the correct ones. So, but that was a good set. That was a really good set. There's going to be more. I'm going to try and get as many mythicals as I can into this. I don't know how many rounds it is, but yeah, this is already a fun tournament because that was a very fun match. So yeah, like I guess I'll just say a couple of things at the end if you're still here. I still need to record my team building video for Worlds. I do want to go back to do some Believe in Boyt with the Worlds team, but my brother has been writing his thesis in the room where my computer is, and becoming a doctor in chemistry is much more important than recording some Pokemon videos. So I don't have access to my computer really at all. So when I go back to university, which is like in just over a week, then I'll be able to actually do the videos. So stay tuned for them. Stay tuned for some more mythical VGC. Thanks for watching.